Filling up with water.
This is day 3, sailing Hawaii to Colombia, preparing. Extended the rental car, parked in the lot over here, that's $1 an hour. Is able to park overnight. It was a blur. Exact same thing as yesterday. Went to West Marine, went to Home Depot, returned Green Gobbler because it's not marine safe. Been spraying the mattress, spraying with Lysol, with vinegar. Ty came by in the morning and we fixed like 4 or 5 big things that I needed to fix. He figured out that the engine blower, the leaves were corroded, so we cleaned them with some sandpaper and boom, engine blower turns on now. Huge fix. Put the hose clamp on the hose down at the water pump, but that turns out to not be where the water's coming from, or maybe it was coming from there as well. It's actually coming from the filter, and there's like an O-ring, just like a gasket, and apparently that's probably the point of weakness where the water's coming out. So we tried to open it, but it's tight. And it's like a plastic piece, so if you take a wrench to it, it's going to crack it or warp it. You can't do that. Back at Home Depot getting like a strap wrench, which is basically like a wrench with like a strap. If you're a mechanic guy, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like this strap, you can wrap it around whatever you're trying to undo, and then you can wrench it that way, not break it. The strap is like it's like leather or plastic. I did more laundry, so now all the cabins are clean, fresh sheets, all that's good. I got the drain cleaner, and this morning Ty stuck stuff down the pipe and was able to unclog a little bit. So we're like, okay, there's hope. So I go to West Marine and get the correct drain cleaner that works for fiberglass. Put it in the drain, clear the drain up, like it is magic. Okay, so the AC has condensation, right? All ACs have condensation, and there's a little pump that filters the condensation out of the air and pumps it out. Well, the previous owner never fixed this pump, and so this pump has been broken for 2 years, and the previous owner never fixed it. So this area where the condensation is supposed to accumulate and then get pumped out, it's like what was like 3 inches thick with water. So I bought a wet vac out half, blew my wet vac up, it's broken now. Got another wet vac, did the same thing, blew that out. So then there was like a little bit of water, and I stuck a towel down there and got the majority of it. So now it's just kind of soggy down there, and there's like a growth. And I swear I got something in my lungs because like they're tight now and a little painful. Hopefully tomorrow we're good. Claire came over later. She helped me clean out. We're getting there. The only big item that remains is that AC pump. I got the new one. I got it from, had a bunch of things shipped to the Amazon locker at the Whole Foods, which is pretty close. Picked those up, brought them over. Yeah, and now I gotta edit videos. I am in so much awe of sailing YouTubers who can do this, because there is so much to do on a boat, and then you have to film and edit at the same time. I don't have any film from today because I was just doing the day. If you want to join this journey, hit me up. Davey Sails Instagram, Davey Sails YouTube.
Oh my god, there's more water. It's filling up with water again. Fuck.
What a day. It's crazy. I went from having days where I would go for a swim in the morning and then I would just work most of the day, but I didn't need to necessarily work all day. I definitely gave my 110% to my work, and it showed. I was making more money, and now I'm not because I'm focused on this boat. But it was crazy. My days just felt like drawn out, and I felt, I don't know, maybe a little neurotic almost. I'm realizing I have a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety as a kid, but it was like more pronounced. It was like really obvious what the anxiety was about. And I think I've convinced myself, I've tricked myself all of these years, throughout all my 20s, to think that I don't have anxiety, I'm strong, etc. And it affects every day, just in the weirdest ways. Yeah, I don't know. Should probably get a better light. Should probably get like one of those ring lights. I got sidetracked. Back to the boat. Now my days are so full. I'm just doing so many things, and I have my little notes in my phone, and I'm like writing 20 million different things and trying to keep everything organized. And so maybe now I'm not as neurotic. Maybe obviously I'm still neurotic, but my patterns are different. Now it's like all focused. It's like all focused in all these different directions. And the boat needs so many small little fixes. Like Ty came today, and I probably said this earlier, but we fixed all of these things that were just minor, but then they could have been major down the line or whatever. Like the transom. The transom is this platform that's a bench, but then it's a bench in the very back of the boat where you sit and you can steer. But this transom is modular, so you can lower it down, and then it becomes a swim platform. You can like walk down, and if you're out at sea or somewhere, you can just walk off basically into the water, and then much easier to climb back into the boat. Sailors know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm trying to explain to people like me. Anyhow, it's like operated by these gas struts, which are like these pieces of metal that help it lower and raise. One of them, the end of it, this ball piece, is broken. It just broke all the way through. The screw coming out of the strut broke all the way through. So when I tried to raise it up last night, it wouldn't raise because it broke through. And it was already broken through, but the previous owner, I don't know, jerry-rigged it so it would work once or twice. Ty came over and he knew there was another strut on the boat, and he found it, and he just put that strut on, and boom. The biggest issue right now is the water leaking out of the water filter. Or not the water filter, the water pump. Because that water has been coming down for years to this other area where that water has flowed down into this little area that doesn't drain, or it doesn't drain that well. But anyhow, there's been water in this area for literally maybe 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years, and that gives this boat a very distinct smell. It's not the worst smell, but it's like you come into the boat and you're like, there's a smell. The locals call it the Valkyrie. I'm going to get rid of that smell. That is my goal in life. There are so many things that need to get done. I think the largest thing, aside from the water, is just cleaning the boat. The boat hasn't been cleaned in 2 years. And it's not filthy, but it is dirty. Just all the areas that you don't clean normally, that need to get cleaned normally. Look what I did to my bed. So I bought these sheets and comforter from Costco, and they don't fit the bed, so it's always going to look a little messy, I think, but I love it. I love having a really big, comfy comforter. So yeah, the boat's looking a little better. Just working on everything all day long. Got everything cleaned up in here. I still got to clean all the laminate. I got to clean all this kind of stuff. But aside from that, everything's looking pretty good in here. Not sure if I should keep these rugs or just throw them out. They're probably pretty filthy. I might just maybe put them in a washing machine. Over in there too. So I met a captain today who told me, he actually pulled in right next to me, and he told me that crossing to California wouldn't be a good idea in November. And then I met another captain who's actually going to help me fix the freezer, which is broken. Told me, no problem. That's actually a great time to cross, to go to San Diego and then go down, because that's the optimal time to leave San Diego and head down towards Mexico. Interesting, the differing opinions in the community, but both agreed you must pick your that you must pick your weather window. So, crazy everything that's happened in the past 3 days. I feel like I've lived a lifetime, literally in 3 days. So many emotions and so much feeling. Yeah. Anyhow, it's been 3 days. I'm still looking for crew and people who know how to film and edit. So if that's you, please feel free to contact me and reach out. Thanks.